Brilliant. Fantastic. And then moving on to your involvement with the Chartered Institute of Housing. Maybe a little bit about your involvement.
The Chartered Institute of Housing in Hong Kong, or the development, is also interesting and also very important to the development of the professional housing services in Hong Kong. Because the CIH, so-called CIH, has set up its Hong Kong branch in 1966, over 50 years. Now, this year is the 55th anniversary of CIH in Hong Kong. But you know, after the handover of Hong Kong back to the mainland China in 1997, the Hong Kong branch has renamed, or we position its role in Hong Kong. So in 2000, CIH Hong Kong branch has changed its name to CIH Asian Pacific branch. Yeah. So I have a piece for you to see. Have you seen this?
Okay. Yeah. I just can't translate it.
Yeah. It is a Chinese calligraphy showing the name of the CIH Hong Kong branch.
Brilliant. I've seen it. I have seen
it. It is made in China, made in mainland.
Oh, very good.
It's a porcelain piece.
Okay. Do you want to hold it up over? No, this other way, the other way. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So it's interesting because you know that CIH, or the Hong Kong branch, or the Asian Pacific branch, has a lot of activities and professional development in the mainland and in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I know.
In the past. So, as I said, CIH and also the Hong Kong government, as well as the Hong Kong Housing Society, bring in the professional managers from UK or from England in over 50 years ago to develop the professional housing services in Hong Kong. So in the past few decades in Hong Kong, there's no licensing or so-called professional or certified professional managers in Hong Kong, except the professional institutes. Okay. So for the Hong Kong government and also the private sector, they just recognize the professional membership of this sector. So no doubt CIH in Hong Kong, the professional membership is one of the recognition and one of the standard that the Hong Kong government or the private sector, the management sector, that we can rely on in the past few decades. Brilliant. So of course, in the past 2 decades, due to the handover of Hong Kong back to mainland, a lot of local professional institutes spring up in this sector, like the Hong Kong Institute of Housing and other related professional bodies. So I think it's okay because our roles are quite supplementary to each other.
Yeah.
And with the common objective to promote and develop the professionalism of housing services in Hong Kong.
Brilliant.
So for CIH in Hong Kong, I think, and also I've been involved in CIH for nearly 2 decades, 20 years. And also I've been, you just mentioned about that in 2009 and 2010, I've been the chairman of the branch in Hong Kong. So how we work in Hong Kong to develop the professionalism is that CIH in Hong Kong has an executive committee under which there are different specialist committee, like the policy committee, professional practice committee, activities committee, and also the membership committee. And this committee, of course, there's other committees, subcommittee to conduct the activities. But I just mentioned these few committees is especially they are important to develop the professionalism, the policy, a policy committee, professional practice, and also the membership committee, because it is the gatekeeper to ensure the standard and also the qualification, working experience, all these kind of things to ensure that they are qualified to be a member or charter member of CIH. So is how it works. So practically, what's the activity they conduct? Except the administrative one, it is say the seminars, the professional visits, and also the communication with the overseas partners, the counterpart. Yeah, you know that we always go to mainland China, Taiwan, and also Southeast Asian countries. Yeah. So actually, before the COVID, we have a very active schedule. Yeah, for the visits, for the activities, and also for the seminars. So this 1 or 2 years, we can only conduct the online seminar, the webinar.
Yeah.
To continue the activities. So it is a pity because you know that only the online meeting, like we meet each other like this, is a bit different to the physical contact.
Totally different, yeah. So you mentioned Sanford, you mentioned COVID, and I suppose what are the major issues affecting Hong Kong now? Sort of housing issues since COVID, really. COVID has had such impact.
It's very interesting and very challenging.
Yeah.
Because in Hong Kong, the COVID or this pandemic starts from the early 2020, and in the past 1.5 years, we experienced four waves, 4 different waves. And now, from the beginning from the early January this year, we experienced the 5th wave of the infection. But this wave, the current wave, is much vigorous than the previous waves. You know that some of the figures like that in the past 1 or 2 weeks, this is the peak of this wave. We got over 50,000 cases per day.
Wow.
It's the peak. You know, Hong Kong is just a small place.
Yeah.
Got this huge number. And in these few days, we still have about 14,000 cases per day.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it is already, the peak is gone. And we wish that this peak will stabilize and also diminish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can come out to visit again.
Yeah, sure. So what's the challenges to us is a very, in our counterparts and also this sector, our counterparts and also the peers will say that it is a risk and contingency management challenge to us, because you know that COVID is very infectious.
Yeah.
So, and also you know that Hong Kong is high density population, and also we have a lot of high-rise buildings. So people live together very closely. So it is a very great challenge to our managers.
Yeah.
And also, I will say that the challenges will be different aspects. For the residents, for our residents that we manage, we experience a very great difficulty during this period, especially during the communication with the residents, how to convey the messages to them, how to support them with the supplies, and also especially for those confirmed cases, those households with the confirmed cases. You know that Hong Kong is still have not enough quarantine facilities to accommodate, as I said, the huge figures. So most of the confirmed cases are still kept in their own households. So you know that within the households, the family members, some are confirmed, some are not.
Yeah.
But you know, Hong Kong's household size is very small.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So it imposed a great challenge to those residents and also the managers. And especially when we communicate with the residents, they have a very great privacy concern. They do not want them, want the others know that they are the confirmed ones.
Okay.
Some of the so-called privacy or the discrimination issues, because the others non-confirmed ones will say that, oh, you are confirmed, that I do not want to get close to you.
Yeah.
And say, for example, the daily refuse, we have to specially treat, properly pack, and then dispose, instead of just get together with the other households refuse. Okay. So a lot of these things that we have to manage. So for the staff, our own staff, the colleagues, because you know that there's about over a quarter of our staff force also being affected, also confirmed cases. So it poses a challenge to the manpower force and also the morale of them, because you know that within the team, some of them are confirmed that, so they cannot get to work.
Yeah.
So the remaining one have to do all the works for them. Okay. And when it is the peak, we have experienced nearly 1/4 of the staff being confirmed. But luckily, you know that the cycle is only 10 days or 8 to 10 days.
Yeah.
So more and more confirmed staff become recovered now, and they come back to work. But we have experienced this cycle already.
Yeah.
And also the last aspect is the authority, the governments. You know that our chief executive now.
Yeah.
Carrie Lam. Every day she is on the TV to have the live press conference with the community, because she wants to communicate with the community and convey the message herself.
Yeah.
During this period.
Yeah.
So in the past few weeks, we have a lot of messages, different guidelines and instructions, especially the social distancing measures, but it varies and changes from time to time. So it is very, very challenging for us as a manager, how to communicate with them, how to communicate with our residents to ensure these instructions and guidelines are properly communicated.
Of course.
Yeah. So there's a lot of these kind of challenges during this period. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you for that, for sharing that with us, Sam. Just finally, I just want to talk about you, and personally, and how do you relax?
Oh, okay. Actually, no time to relax, nearly, especially
no time to relax. Yeah.
Yeah, because we work long hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when our colleagues during the normal office hours, we have to deal with a lot of ad hoc things. And for the administration, we have to work when we are not distracted.
Okay, all right.
So we have to work long hours, but of course we have to take some time to relax. Yeah. And I will take the chance during the lunch break, because my office is quite near to the Victoria Park. You know where is the Victoria Park in Hong Kong?
I do. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest one, biggest park in Hong Kong. So my office now is quite near to there, so I can walk around in the park, take a break for half an hour to relax. But of course, during the weekend, I have another hobby, because during this time we cannot go out because a lot of social distancing measures. So I will stay at home together with my family to watch TV and also the films on the social media. So it is a kind of a different experience. You know that if it is not COVID, I don't think I will stay at home during the weekend all the times.
No. That's great. I mean, that's fantastic. Thank you, Sanford. Thank you very much for sharing those thoughts with us and letting us know how what's going on. And as I said, it's always lovely to speak to you anyway. And hopefully next time we will be together and we can have a good conversation.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
But,
so you also plan to visit Hong Kong again after the infection?
As soon as I can, I will. Yes, definitely.
Okay. So you look good also.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
So take care.
You too, Sanford. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you.